So here's my little family business tidbit. I've been thinking about this a lot lately. And it's this idea that the number one way for a family business to change is for just one of the people in the family business to change. And this is what I mean. I actually had a family business do this recently. I was asking them about this. They get in this cycle that keeps them stuck. And I literally drew on the whiteboard, like, okay, here's the thing that you come back to. What is the thing you do right before that and right before that? And we drew the cycle. And I don't want to give the exact thing. It was something like this. We make a decision. We second guess ourselves. We have a fight about it. We make a new decision. We second guess ourselves. We have a fight about it. We make a decision. We second guess ourselves. We have a fight about it, right? So that was the cycle that we discovered that they're in. And the idea, and I drew it with arrows, first this, then this, but it was a cycle that kept feeding itself. Said, all you need to do is to have one of you turn the arrow around. So either you don't make a decision. That was not my favorite choice of one, but you could just refuse to make the decision. You could refuse to get into the fight, or you could refuse to second guess. And when I say refuse, I don't actually like that language. That is not the language I used with the team. I actually just said, you could choose not to make the decision. You could choose not to get in the fight. You could choose not to second guess yourselves. That's just one way to think about this idea of it just takes one person in the family business to change one thing to cause the entire family business to change. That one model can be used in pretty much any part of the business. It could also be used in positive ways to make positive things become not positive. And that, unfortunately, is the thing that there's lots of examples in a family business. For example, this is what I'm talking about. In a lot of family businesses, in the first generation, there's an entrepreneur, a person with a lot of vision and a lot of willingness to take risks. And when that person leaves the business, so that's a positive thing. They have a lot of vision. They're willing to take risk. They're willing to change quickly. And then from that place comes a lot of vision, a willingness to take risks, and a willingness to change. And then new vision, new willingness to take risks, new willingness to change, right? That becomes a positive cycle for a lot of entrepreneurs anyway, that first generation. Unfortunately, what happens is second, third, fourth generation, if they're not being careful, their vision becomes, don't kill grandma's baby. That's not very visionary. That's definitely not risk-taking, and it's certainly not willingness to change direction. And so accidentally, one person can come in a next generation and turn one of those arrows the other direction, and now it starts going in a negative cycle. So you can create a positive cycle or a negative cycle using this whole idea.